What's up, you guys? What's good?
You can't be starting over like that.
I'm sorry.
All right, so I got about 3 questions. And the first question that I have is, what are you looking for? Well, basically, in the terms of like where we are spiritually, like what are you looking for spiritually right now?
My biggest thing right now that I'm looking for spiritually, I would have to say, is seeking the heart of God. And it might sound very vague or very broad, but in all honesty, once you seek God in that way, and once you seek His heart and you seek out what He wants for you, you look at life in a completely different manner at that point. When you take the moment to really understand who God is in your life and how He sees you,
right,
it changes how you see yourself and how you see other people.
Right.
So that's what I would say toward that. But what about you?
What I'm looking for spiritually, man, just one thing that I've been really looking for is a spiritual mentor. My mom is a great mentor, but I understand the importance of having multiple people in your community who can guide you and give you some clarity.
Absolutely.
Because if you guys don't know, the most important thing that you can ever do is surround yourself around people who are smarter than you.
Absolutely.
Spiritually and mentally.
Why not?
So that's one thing that I've been really just looking for. Not really even looking for. I take that back. I'm not looking for it. I'm waiting for God to show me who my spiritual mother or father is supposed to be, other than my biological mother. So
I got you. Yeah. I got you. Honestly, though, I will say I feel like your mom is that. Maybe spiritual father-wise, maybe God will send somebody else. But I feel like your mom is that for you.
I agree.
I agree. At this point, I'm excited for you, man. I'm really excited to see who God is bringing into your life concerning
spiritual fathers out there. Hey, you want to take me in as your daughter or what?
Hello, what's good? What's good? This ain't no games. But definitely, man, I think that's definitely a great point to make, though, because, honestly, you do need that in your life. You do need somebody who kind of has a different insight than what you can see. Like me and you always used to talk about, or like I always used to tell you, sometimes there may be things that you see about me that I can't see about myself.
Exactly.
And so it's awesome to have that, especially someone who is more seasoned. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
I'm seasoned just a little bit, but I ain't that seasoned.
I got you. Little Lowry's, little Sage, But not that Sage where y'all be burning this stuff. None of that. We ain't into all that, man. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Yeah. But so what was the next question?
The second question that I had is, what are you looking forward to? So that question is a little bit different. So when it comes to like what you're looking forward to, it's like what you expecting God to do for you in the future.
I would have to say the biggest thing that I expect right now, and that I kind of feel like is coming to fruition, is God using me as a vessel to get to my family more. And which again, it might sound cliche, but in all honesty, you know the story. You know when it comes down to my family, me and you have had certain conversations concerning that, and I feel like I'm the one that's being used in my life and my testimony and the different things that I go through, the trials and tribulations, are going to be those that my family sees and say, dang, God is really moving in her life. Let me get more serious about my relationship with him. So I feel like that's ultimately what I'm looking forward to as far as that side goes. Outside of that, though, I'm really excited to see where CGSM is going. Honestly, because it's like, if only y'all knew the conversations me and Kayla have been having lately, but it's so exciting. It's like a new fire legit within us right now, where it's like we know God is going to make a move. We know for a fact it's going to happen, but it's the fact that now we're being patient and actually putting him in his right position, if you understand what I'm saying. Being in alignment completely and utterly, no matter what, when it comes down to time, assignments, positions, all of the above.
Yeah, basically us being strategic.
Absolutely.
We've been sitting down and planning stuff. Like we done took our rightful, roles. She's doing her technical stuff. I'm doing the background stuff. But I'm definitely excited for that. And I think that would be my answer as well for CGSM. Like, where is this going to go? Because I think it's important for people to understand that even though this is a baby right now, this is going to be a full-grown adult when it's all said and done.
That thing
and when God is going to show up, and I'm just excited to see where CGS goes.
And the young people that it's gonna touch, and the young people that are gonna be changed through this. And not even just that, understanding that, you know, the youth is our future, but what could happen if we are able to get to the youth and then they're able to spread this to their parents.
That's right.
You know, so at this point we are legit, like you said the other day in our conversation, taking back the territory that the devil thought he had.
That he thought he ain't got
it. Period.
I mean, because that's real, man. Like, some people think this is a hobby.
Man, no.
This is not a hobby. This is a real ministry that we are trying to put out there. Not even trying. We're doing this thing. I take that back.
Nothing is going to stop the train that God has started. Nothing is going to stop it. Period.
And this is
no person, no situation, no none of that.
Yeah.
And so at this point, if only y'all knew how invested we were. If only you knew. Between the late conversations, between late night recordings, all
praying,
of that, man. The stuff that we're having to go through to even talk to you about this stuff too. So I mean, man, hey.
Yeah, man.
Don't take this as a joke, man.
It's not.
When God steps in and he tell you he gonna do something through you, just be like, all right, God, let's move.
Yeah. And no matter what anybody says, you know what your vision is, or we know what this vision is and where it's going.
Right.
So regardless of what anybody else has to say about what we're doing, financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, with CGSM is going to happen. So, yeah, that's really what it was.
Quick plug and spoiler alert. Like you said when you wrote, we're going to be a light. Period. Mm-hmm. No darkness is gonna dim that. No darkness is gonna what did you say? It was a certain word you used.
Illumination?
Is it squander? Not
squander.
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Oh, and it was so good. That's why I hit you when I read it. But anyway.
So what she's talking about, y'all, is my book. If y'all don't know, I'm currently writing a book called More Than a Plant, y'all.
Yeah.
And it's a book that God has definitely given me, and it's something I've been working on for a while now, since my birthday, since February.
Right.
Was it February?
I think so.
Since February, and now it's September.
Right.
I'm on my last chapter. Woo, woo.
Y'all just don't know. I've been so excited to read this book, man. Y'all just don't understand.
I let her read a little bit of the last chapter. She said it was fire, so
yeah, man.
We'll see what happens.
That thing gonna put a whole new breath in y'all, because Kayla is allowing herself to be a vessel so that God can move through her to get to you guys. So just be prepared, man. Be ready for that. Quick shameless plug. Y'all be ready for when Kayla come out with her book. We're gonna go ahead and make sure she on the top when it come down to it. I can't think of the name of it.
It's okay.
The book, New York best time sellers, New York Times bestseller. There you go.
Hey, we see.
We're gonna speak that.
Know, man. Not that I'm doubting it, but at the same time,
sometimes
people don't always accept truth,
and
those are the most valuable things in society. But it doesn't get the attention that it needs. So that's why I'm like, I don't know, man. A lot of people will be willing to read bull crap and read,
Truth
anyway,
hurts,
that's another story.
Truth hurts, but it is what it is. That's what the Bible do. It cut you.
Yeah, man.
That's true.
It's true. So, but yeah. So the last question I have is, where are you spiritually right now? And that's the last question. But wait. Let's pause. I need to check on my potatoes.
Yeah, it's smelling nice though.
Thank you. I put a little garlic, some seasoning salt, and some parsley.
I got you. I wonder if I could pause this and then it pick up.
What?
Oh yeah.
Smell it now? Smell it.
They look like fries.
Yeah, I tried to try to put it. I think they done.
It look like it.
Huh?
It look like it.
You want one?
Sure. Cause I would have died laughing if you would have came over here with a little nub. Is it hot?
Yeah. Bro, I just pulled it out the oven. That's why it's sitting there like that. It got oil on it, so that grapeseed oil, that real oil. Maybe I should have put some more seasoning.
It tastes good though. You did parsley and what?
Parsley and seasoned salt and garlic powder.
Oh, we late.
Go ahead, hurry up and finish this up. You ready?
That was good, buddy.
All right, we ready. All right, so.
Is it recording?
It stopped?
I think so.
Dang it.
It's okay. Okay, so you already said the last question.
You sure?
Yeah, you did. So, your question was...
Oh, we gotta hurry up, bro.
Oh, no. Y'all, my computer about to die. Ain't got no time. The devil thought he had me. But hey, how you doing, Jesus? Thank you for this lovely charger. I'ma plug it up in my computer, and it's gonna get that juice flowing.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to do 2 separate clips.
Yeah.
They're gonna be 1 minute, even though I don't know how I'm gonna do that I don't know. We're gonna see, but I will do that part.
You gonna hit stop or you gonna let it keep going?
Yeah, because we might say something that be like boom, boom, boom. So in different segments, I'm gonna just put all kind of give me a beat. You gonna need to give me a beat.
I got you.
For real.
I'm dead serious.
I'm gonna post it today.
Oh.
Okay.
No problem.
All right. So I'm gonna post one today and then post one on Monday.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Man, so honestly, okay, repeat your question one more time.
So the question was, where are you spiritually right now?
Y'all, if I'm being completely honest, I'm in a season where...
Can you hear that? You heard that?
No.
I'm sorry.
You good.
Sorry.
Man, no, you good. Honestly, y'all, I feel like right now I'm in a
Get in
season...
the camera.
Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all.
There we go.
So, right now, honestly, I feel like I'm in a season where it's like there's a wilderness, yet not a wilderness. So, like, I feel like I'm in between the wilderness and not being in the wilderness. I feel like, honestly, that's where I'm at right now because, y'all, there's been a lot over the past few months going on. And, honestly, I feel like this is where God is showing me stuff about myself and revealing things within me that I didn't know was there. Both in a good and bad way, if I'm being honest, because let's be real, not everything is all sunny. And so right now I feel like I'm in a place where God is revealing those things to me and bringing those things up out of me so that I can be able to submit those things to him so he can make that mess into a masterpiece. So that's pretty much where I feel like I am right now. Between the trials, the tribulations, the temptations, all of the above, the shortcomings, everything, y'all, you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to don't think that you're going to be perfect every day. Don't think that if you're not perfect one day, then God is going to write you off completely. That's not the case. Now, that does not mean you should lean on that and say, okay, well, God knows my heart and go do whatever you want to do. No, that means continue to strive daily, die daily to yourself, but be willing to have grace with yourself as well, because God has grace with you too.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of, that was a quick little word, but honestly, that's kind of where I am. I feel like I'm coming out of a wilderness. I'm going into civilization a little bit, but I'm still like in wilderness a little bit. But not in a way to where I don't know God is there. So I definitely know he's there. He's definitely there. He's always been there. But this is a time where I feel like he's testing me and, like I said, purifying me by bringing those things out of me that shouldn't be.
Right.
That's where I am right now.
Okay. So if you guys don't know what she's referring to, she's talking about when we use the wilderness analogy. We use that a lot.
Yeah, we really do.
You need to go read starting in the book of...
The whole Old Testament, to be honest.
This stretches a long long time.
It really does.
Over the course of more than 5 books, I believe.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's talking about Moses and how he brought them out of Egypt, and so they were in the wilderness for 40 years.
Yes.
40 years, way longer than it should have taken for them to get out the wilderness. So we use that analogy a lot. Matter of fact, I think we need to probably come out with a scale for that.
Absolutely.
And sit down and actually do some research.
Like where are you on the spectrum of the wilderness?
Yeah, of the wilderness. So when it comes to me, I would say I am coming out of the wilderness. The last conversation that we had, I was going into the wilderness where I was listening to a lot of secular music, just wasn't feeling God like that. It was just, I wasn't praying like that. It was bad, man.
Yeah. And we want y'all to understand too that happens.
Yeah,
it does. Let's just be honest. But survival of the fittest. Are you gonna stay close to God, or are you gonna stray away because of that? Like, are you gonna completely sever that tie? Go ahead.
Right.
Sorry.
So I definitely think I am out of the wilderness, or just on the brink of being completely out of the wilderness. So you can say we're probably in the same place right now.
Right.
But definitely in civilization at the same time, because like I'm learning. Okay, so Jay and I used to go to the same church.
Right.
Now we don't. I decided that God was telling me to go elsewhere. So in the new church that I'm at now, there are things that they are reminding me of. Like, one thing that they reminded me of is the fact that I need to bow down to God every day. If y'all don't know that song, it's called Bow Down. You should be able to, some black people singing it. But yeah, it's a really good song. But as they were singing it, almost everybody in the church began to bow down. The pastor said, your clothes are not too good for you to bow down. As long as you still have breath in your body, you should attempt to bow down every day to give God what he is owed. And I used to do that. I used to do it all the time, and then it was a period of time where I stopped doing it, and I forgot, like, the closest that I ever felt with God was on my knees.
Right.
And so when I saw that,
it's like submission.
I was like, all right, God, you're reminding me. And since then, I've been feeling closer to God than ever.
That's awesome.
Because I remembered how it is to be in full submission and to say, God, you know what? I'm going to give you my time, even if it's just 1 minute before I go to work.
Right.
I might not be able to read my word before I go to work, but I'm getting on my knees before I go to work.
Right.
And I'm praying to you. So, yeah, that's where I am spiritually, man. Right. And learning to be vulnerable to people, to tell them where I am, and just being open. So, yeah.
Definitely, man. I think it's great that we're both being transparent concerning where we are.
Yeah.
And like you said, honestly, that is something that's really good. It's a physical exploration.
Explanation?
No. A physical
expression?
Yes. Sorry. Yes. It's a physical expression showing God, hey, less of me, more of you.
Absolutely.
You are everything. You are my everything.
Absolutely.
I bow down to you. I submit all of me, every part of me to you.
Right.
And so even when that happens on a physical level, I feel like your spirit can't do anything but see, okay, hey, all right, God, what's up, what's good, you know what I'm saying? And to anything else that's around you, it's like, okay, no, she's serious. Like, she's really down for God.
Absolutely.
Period.
And even the fact of me not using music while I'm praying, even something as simple as that, like, I don't think, like, because my mind tends to wander while I'm praying, and if I have music in the background, then I end up singing,
right, or
I end up, praising God in a different way, which is good, but there are some moments where silence is the best way for you to hear God.
Exactly.
Without talking, without listening to music, it's like, me and you, God, talk to me.
Like, just sit there.
Yeah. And it can be difficult.
It can.
But you should attempt it.
But it's real, though. It's so real. Like Kayla said, like, she at least makes sure she has some time before she goes to church. To work. Sorry.
Every day.
But every day, period, that she gives God that time to pray. And so that's really amazing, because when I went through the beginning of my transition, I was calling you in the morning, like 2 hours, like, Kayla, look what I read. And it's so true. When you have that time where you really just sit and get in the presence of God, so much will be revealed to you within your word. I'm sorry, within his word. And so ultimately, when it comes down to it, it's integral. In any Christian walk, if you really want to see God show up in your life, you have to be willing to give him all of you at some point in time. Don't make God a side chick. Like, don't do that.
You better at least make him the main
For
chick.
real.
Shoot.
The main and only. Hello.
It should be the only, but I mean, you can start with him being the main.
I mean, something.
And then, I mean,
something is better than nothing.
You know what? Start with him being the side chick. And
then,
hey, look. Progression. And then you make him the main chick. And then you make him the only chick.
But then, see, this is where it gets tricky. When you a player and you a pimp, and you have multiples of everything.
True.
You can't play multiples with God.
That's true, but what I'm saying is when you're talking about progression, everybody can't. You got to look at how you did it. He was your side chick, right? And then he became your main chick, and then your main piece became your side piece.
That's true.
And then he became your only piece. Am I correct?
That's true.
All right. The side chick analogy for God.
Amen.
I'm putting that in there.
That's fine, because that was good. But yeah, man. Ultimately, just stop making God your side chick. Okay. If you're going to have God as your side chick, eventually make him your main and then your only. You feel me?
Yeah.
Or your main and only at the same time. You feel me? Because, like I said, God, he ain't playing seconds.
Oh, yeah. At all. Oh, yeah. Because he'll show you up.
For real. Real quick. Sure. Oh, you thought you did it by yourself. But anyway, so... yeah, man, we just want to come to y'all with this quick video. It wasn't really 15 minutes.
It was longer than that. I know that. By the time we edit this, is it.
Yeah, man. But we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We thank you so much for taking the time out just to listen and talk with us and laugh with us here. If y'all ever have any questions or have any topics that maybe you want us to talk about, let us know. We want to talk about these things. There's a lot that me and Kayla talk about off the camera and off the recording.
And we'd be like, dang, we should have been recording.
It'd be so
good.
Amazing, yo. And it's like, dang, like, how are we still missing these moments? But it's okay. We're going to get there. We getting better. We're going to do better, y'all. But, again, like I said, we love you guys. Appreciate you guys. If you have any questions, like I said, let us know. If you have any suggestions, let us know. Also, Kayla asked a question concerning different books for youth to read. Please, if you are a teacher or if you know of any great books that would be great for the youth to read, something that'll help them with empowerment and also helping them
confidence, empowerment,
love,
just self-love.
Yes.
Self-assurance, man.
Even getting into, I know we have our way of discussing how we're going to do it, but even if it throws a little God in there, that would be great. Really a lot of God.
If you can do a lot of God, hey, that's because I mean we're not teachers, so we don't know the resources that you guys have. We don't know the type of books that you have access to.
Right.
So if you can take the time to just email us at cgsmworldwide@gmail.com. You can email that to us, or you can go to our Instagram page, which is 1CGSM9.
Yes.
Our Facebook is Christian Gangsta Street Ministries. Our YouTube is Christian Gangsta Street Ministries. So yeah, that's all our platforms, honestly. And now we're on
Anchor.
We're on Anchor.
Yeah, man. So definitely, hopefully we can make it to iTunes and Google here soon.
Hopefully.
We're gonna check on that, but ultimately, you guys, again, we just appreciate all the love and all the support. Like I said, definitely please send that information over if you have any other
suggestions.
Sources. Yeah, definitely,
please.
definitely.
But it's for the youth. Everything that we're doing is for the youth. We're sitting back and getting focused on what we're starting this thing on for.
Right.
And that's for the youth. So if you can please do that, we'd be appreciated.
Definitely. You guys definitely keep us in prayer as well. Good prayers, positive vibes only. No negativity. We leave that to Satan. Period. Yeah. So, yeah, man, that's really everything. You got anything you want to say?
No, that's it, man. But I would like to say, like I always say, there's power, purpose, and prosperity in your obedience, y'all. And in your obedience, there's growth, there's understanding, and there's revelation. So Yeah, that's all I really got. I mean, read your Bible, be blessed.
Hallelujah.
No, read your Bible, pray today.
Yes.
Pray.
Every day now.
Yeah, every day.
Not just a piece.
Hey, not a piece. Do it. Just do it. And then y'all just be blessed.
For real, man. Real talk real. We gonna go ahead and bounce on out of here. On a All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and bounce out.
All right,
Peace out.
Peace.